The day I came home and found my clothes scattered across the lawn like the aftermath of a storm, I didn't yell, I didn't knock, I didn't ask questions. The locks were changed. A note taped to the front door in my wife's handwriting read, "Reflect on your actions." So I did. 3 years. That's how long I'd carried that house on my back. Mortgage, bills, repairs, while they lounged inside it like queens. My wife and her 3 sisters, unemployed, entitled, always talking about we are family. But family doesn't ambush you. Family doesn't exile you for asking for help. I told them we needed to cut back. I laid the numbers out like a doctor delivering a terminal diagnosis. We were bleeding money, I said. If you expect me to keep paying this mortgage alone, some things have to change. Their faces hardened. My wife looked at me like I was speaking a foreign language. Her eldest sister rolled her eyes. The youngest laughed under her breath. 2 days later, I was out. We weren't always like this. In the beginning, it was just me and Lena. We were in love. We talked about building a life together. Then her sisters moved in temporarily after a bad breakup. That temporary turned into permanent the moment they realized I'd never say no. I should have, but I was raised to protect, to provide. They took that nature and gutted it. I slept in my car that night. You think you know pain until you see your reflection in the rearview mirror at 2 a.m. and it looks like a man who let love blind him. That was the moment it started, the shift. I didn't get mad. I got methodical. Step 1, I called a lawyer, the kind who works quietly and smiles like a shark. Step 2, I stopped all auto payments, mortgage, utilities. Everything tied to my accounts vanished overnight. Step 3, I pulled every transaction from the past year, every spa day, delivery, subscription, all under my name. They spent thousands under my roof in my silence. I wasn't silent anymore. I began documenting, screenshots, voice recordings, security footage. I knew they weren't just living rent-free. They were using my house for their little side hustles, illegal rentals, private parties. They bragged about it on social media. Lena even posted a story. Men are replaceable, houses aren't. That one I printed out and kept. A month passed. I played ghost. No calls, no begging, just a man watching from the shadows while the walls around them cracked. They had no idea the mortgage had lapsed, or that the electricity bill hadn't been paid, or that the HOA was getting complaints. The first letter came in, foreclosure warning, then the second. I watched them panic online, ranting about how the bank messed up and the system is broken. No, sweetheart, you broke it when you thought I wouldn't fight back. Then came the legal strike. My attorney filed for separation of financial responsibility, submitted evidence of exploitation, and he is the kicker, ownership dispute. Turns out I added Lena's name to the deed, but not the sisters, and I still own 75%. We made a quiet offer to the bank, bought back the property through a third-party LLC I formed just for this. The house was technically no longer mine. It was my company's, and that company served them an eviction notice. I showed up on the final day. They were frantic, trying to drag trash bags of clothes into a rental car. The front yard looked like a clearance sale gone wrong. My wife ran up to me, mascara smudged, screaming, "You can't do this." "Oh," I said, stepping past her. But I did. Her sisters started yelling too. Threats, insults, crocodile tears. The neighbors watched from across the street like it was a reality show finale. I walked up the porch steps, pulled out my keys, and opened the door. "You changed the locks," Lena shouted. "No," I said calmly. "I changed the game." Inside, the place was trashed, scratched floors, stained counters. Didn't matter. The locks clicked shut behind me. They stood outside, stunned, exiled now, poetic. Through the glass, I looked at Lena one last time. Her mouth moved. "How could you?" I didn't respond, but in my head I whispered, "Reflect on your actions." It took weeks to restore the house. I renovated room by room. I burned the sheets, repainted the walls. I purged it of their scent, their chaos. I never answered Lena's calls. She sent messages, some angry, some apologetic. I didn't care. She taught me a valuable lesson. Love without boundaries becomes servitude. She took my kindness for currency.
Now she's bankrupt. Funny thing is, I don't hate her. Hate would mean I still feel something, but I don't. I feel clean. I feel cold. I feel free. They wanted me to reflect. I did, and I came back sharper. So no, I don't regret it. I just regret not doing it sooner. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, and subscribe Ray He Stories for more stories.